very partial in your dealings with colleagues. That's another thing that we sometimes do. We develop liking for certain people. And because we start getting much of our work done through them, therefore we do not look at others. And we tend to become partial. Not that we want to become partial, but we tend to become partial. You cannot afford to be partial to your people. There are some musts that you ought to do. Whether you want to become a leader or you don't want to become a leader, but fact is these are the things you ought to do. Check yourself, the status of living and fooding arrangements for your staff and workers. This shall enhance productivity and earn you the respect. All round respect. Nobody wants to be part of a failing team. If your site is doing very well, even the lowest of your worker also is in great spirits. Get your staff insured for health and accidents. This would save you money. It might cost a little bit of money in the beginning, and put your foot down that they need to be insured. Brief all members of your team about respective responsibilities. This is a must. People are fallible. Ensure they are continuously reminded to behave normally. Just because you have told somebody something today does not mean that it is going to stick for his lifetime. Sorry. You have to keep on reminding them. Go to the next one. Construction sites are dull and drab places. Very dull and drab places. Some entertainment is absolutely necessary. Leave your team with a schedule of extracurricular activities. The senior most team member should be entrusted with the responsibility to comply. It's fun. Coffee. We have Vishwakarma Puja coming in. Everybody is so excited at site of work. Apart from having an off day, it's a fun day for them. It doesn't hurt if you have something like 5 or 6 Vishwakarma days or Ganesh Chaturthis or Gandhi Jayanti or anything, We have plenty of leaders and they have so many birthdays and, passing out days and many things, You could always evolve and generate certain things. Have something extra being done by them. This will rejuvenate them. You will see that your productivity immediately enhances. Empty mind is devil's workshop, and therefore ensure that everyone in your team is fully occupied. You have to keep them busy and make sure that they are busy. After I finish this, I'll take about 5 to 10 minutes to explain to you the program that CIDC and Vijay Nirman Company has embarked, and at least I am very excited and proud about it, and I am absolutely certain once you understand the full import of it, even you are going to be very excited and very, very proud of it. We'll come to that. Morale of your people is to be kept high, and therefore ensure to speak to them daily. If you do not do that, forget it. Do you know who is the most respected and loved General of Indian Army, who became a legend in his old lifetime? Can you answer that? Absolutely right. He was General Manek Shah, later on he became Field Marshal Manek Shah. The greatest honor for anybody to be there. Why he was so much loved and his people were willing to do anything and everything? He came from Gurkha regiment. And his people never used to call him General Saab or anything like that. As a Gurkha, you have to have the second name Bahadur. So they always called him Sam Bahadur. A Nepali or a Gurkha, Bahadur is a very common name. It's like Ramakrishna in South. Sam Bahadur was a person, and Sam Bahadur would make it a point to visit his unit wherever he is. Meet up with the old friends, pat them, hug them, and see the contrast. Gurkhas are short-statured people like me. Seldom they are beyond 5'1" or 5'2". And General Manekshaw was a person who was over 6 feet. So it was a very funny sight when you see, it was almost like, I don't know if you remember, there used to be a comic strip called Phantom, And in Phantom you had this fellow who was the white man living amongst the pygmies of Africa and trying to bring in discipline and things like that and fighting the baddies and whatever you have. So it was a scene like that where this tall, huge person is sitting there and hugging a small Gorkha like that. And well publicized and very approachable. Anybody from Gurkha regiment could reach Sam Bahadur. No stoppage. Be available to them. If you are not able to touch base with them, convey the message that they are free to come and talk to you at any point in time. My mobile number is most widely circulated mobile number. My students know about it. My employees, they know about it. My friends know about it. Everybody knows. They have the freedom to call me any time of the day or night. They will not call me. They may not call me. But fact is that they have that confidence that if they have called me, then within an hour I am going to respond back to them. And it's going to be person-to-person talk. Please do that. It's going to help you substantially. And have many casual conversations. If you have the casual conversations, you can get so many feedbacks. They will tell you about the things that are happening at site, who did what is going wrong. A very interesting example is, you go to a local panwala, stand there, and this guy will tell you what exactly is something wrong that Rajshekhar Reddy is doing, or Sonia Gandhi is doing, or Atal Bihari Vajpayee had done, or L.K. Advani, why is he in a problem? He will have the entire philosophy and thesis with him. Lot of it is going to be junk, but it doesn't matter really. You still will be able to find some nuggets of wisdom there also. Formal reporting is a must and needs to be adhered to ruthlessly. If somebody has to submit a report today, it means it has to come today, come whatever may. The focus on objectivity and purpose is not to be lost at any cost. We are in business. Business is important because it is business which supports us. It is business which supports our families. It's business which supports the nation. If we don't construct, things will not be there. If we don't construct, we have no right to have the food at our place. The objective is to construct and construct it effectively. That's our business. That should not be lost. The junior most members also, they need to learn and practice this. They definitely do need to learn and practice this. Mistakes will happen. Be ready to resort to mid-course correction. Nobody blames you for mistakes. They happen. Even though you may be extremely vigilant, things will go wrong. But how do you repair them? My team was supposed to be flying with me yesterday. We had to take a 20-minute past 3 o'clock flight. They started from a place called Faridabad, which is in the outskirts of Delhi, I was fortunate to have started from Delhi itself. Generally, I am a cautious person, so I reach airport almost like about 40 minutes before the flight. 40 means 40 plus the statutory time that they give. They got stuck on the way, reached about 5-10 minutes too late and missed their flight. There was no other flight after that. The mid-course correction that was taken up by them, and I was quite happy with that, they immediately took a flight to Hyderabad, landed there. This morning, they took another flight to Vizag, and they were here in time. None of their mistake. The traffic is awful in Delhi, and I keep on telling Dr. Kumar every time I come here that all of you are fortunate and lucky to be living in a divine place like this. It's divine, you know. When you compare this with the bedlam of Delhi, then you will understand what I am talking about. So, your boss should be the first person to learn about a major or minor blunder. Don't hide it from him. Immediately share. Two minds are better. Start working on repair. Start working on mid-course correction, but inform him. In construction business, we need to learn to fight against the time. It's time which is our enemy, nothing else. It doesn't stop for anyone. At your side, you are the king. Behave like one. That one is a misprint as item number. People are not available to you ready-made. In many cases, I keep on listening to them, well, send me 20 carpenters, 200 workers. If you don't send me that, I will not be able to do the justice. I will not be able to deliver. Way back in 1985-84, I used to work for a construction company who had quoted for a work in, then it was Bihar, now of course it is Jharkhand. There is a project called Subarn Rekha Multipurpose Hydroelectric Power Project. So there was a canal, main canal that was to be built about 40 kilometers. It was an international competitive bidding tender, World Bank aided, and 7.5 crores was the value of the work, which was a substantial work at that point in time. I think it could be about maybe 700 crores or something like that, if we count it in today's context. And I was at that point in time the marketing person. So I was preparing the tenders and I was bidding the things, and like it happens, you know, in every company, the fellows who prepare the bid and the accounts fellows, these are the two tribes who are the most hated ones, you know, because every project manager will say, that good for nothing fellow sitting there in the head office doesn't know how to prepare the rates, he will just fill up something. You like it? They say that fellow, good for nothing fellow, sitting in the head office, every morning he'll come at 10 o'clock in the office, at 5:30 he'll go promptly back home, enjoy time with his family, sits in the air-conditioned place. We are here eating all the dust, doing all the dirty work, and then he works out these rates and sends it to us. How do you think one can work? I don't know what kind of gunks they keep in the head office. So I was that gunk actually, you know, preparing all the bids. Now, as the luck would have it, I had submitted the bid. The client was in a great hurry. So, precisely within 20 days, they decided that they are going to place the order on me. Now, this was a miracle because, you know, Bihar government, a sluggish government, yet within 20 days time, the chief engineer phoned me and he said, please come over and we are ready to sign the work order. So, I said, okay. So I landed in Patna and we signed the things, and after that came back to Delhi. Merrily I go back to the managing director, I say, sir, congratulations, now we have got this work. He said, congratulations to you. I said, why? He said, next week you are flying into Jamshedpur. I said, what for? He says, everybody has refused to work as the project manager. So I have decided to give you this great honor. You are going to be now the project manager of this work. I said, why this favor on me? He said, no, you are one of our brightest fellows. You keep on getting us the work. And now is the time that you put your mouth where your money is, to go back and start executing the work. So, as it happens, of course, and all of you are aware, you have 20 problems. You are settled in Delhi, your kid is going to a school, you have furniture which has to be disposed of. Now what do?